Hi, friends. A very good morning and a nice day. Hope you are doing great. Okay, I'm coming to you online with a few concepts and ideas, trying to break the mythology of it's pretty difficult to get into the commercial market, build up a business from scratch, and that's not everyone can do. No, anybody and everybody can be an entrepreneur. It's just your will to work hard, your will to make sure you have drawn up a goal and you are hitting the goal no matter whatsoever happens. Most of our younger generation, right from the school days, we too had in the college days, when we are thinking of foreseeing the days when we are typically thrown out of the college, or basically we pass out of the college and we are jumping into the big, big ocean. Lot of opportunities, lot of black holes, lot of tough times ahead. But yeah, we had in our mind some concepts, maybe a one or two, some ideas that was budding in. And we were sure that this concept or this idea is built in properly. If it was nurtured and grown properly, this would be a big hit. That's how the bigger industries in today's world, both in the software, the hardware, and the space industry, came into being. It was just the idea or the goal that you had set, the goal they had set, and the effort they had put in to make sure they hit their goal without any diversion, any different possibilities of thinking, nothing. Straight onto the goal, you are hit the bullseye, and you're going there. When you had a concept, the problem was when you had a concept sprinkling or growing in your mind from a seed, you didn't actually know what to be done with that. You didn't know how that could be converted into a concept, into a prototype, and then if you could launch it, we needed the money for that, the seed monies were needed. We had no ideas. The concept of incubators came in very late. Now we have a few incubators, but they are not sufficient for each and every one. There are people in this world, there are children in this world who are not so fortunate to get into those incubators, but they have pretty good ideas. Everybody will not be a very good public speaker, will not have very good presentation skills, but they would have very great ideas in their mind. So what do you do? Have you thought about that? I'm sure some people must have gone online, searched for a few things. Then they found the documentation to be too heavy. Then they found there was nobody to help them. These are all are parts of life. The kids who are really dreamed and thought of incubating their idea into a concept are the guys who are going to march forward, who are going to hit the road. They are going to hit the road running. No. Look at a scenario when you have an idea and then you go ahead and put the idea on the paper. It starts with a two-liner or one-liner, then it grows slowly. The concept needs to be broken down into smaller pieces. It needs to be exploded like a plot comes alive in a cinema, in a movie. It needs to be grown, to be ballooned up. Make it. Break it down into pages. Everything you feel about it, everything you thought about it, put it down on the paper. Once it is down on the paper, think about the concept day in, day night. Talk to your friends, your close ones, your family. Now you know you have something of an idea that's budding up, that's yet to be groomed, that's yet to be nurtured and grown. Now, second step is you got an idea from a problem that you saw, from a problem that someone is facing in your society, from a thing that can be grown in your society. Look at the other side. Every problem has a set of people who are actually facing those, and those are the ones you are trying to solve. Those are the people who you are going to help. Make a persona, make an avatar of the people who are going to be your first set of customers at the end of the day when you have a working prototype ready or a minimal viable product ready with you. Think about them, break them down into smaller pieces. So at the end of the time, you know what your actual user or the real user's profile will be, what he would look like, what he would think like, what are the problems he is facing, what is it he's expecting as a solution. Once you have put down your ideas on the paper, that's what your set of customers would like be. Your people who are going to use your product would like be. So now what's the next step? Once you have an idea about the type of people who are going to use this, the type of people who are going to be benefited out of this, whose pain will reduce by using this or by the support of this. Try to get a survey done. Try to speak to a few of them. Take their time, take their appointments, try to make a set of questionnaire for them. Try to speak to them and understand their thought process, understand their feelings, understand their emotions, understand their pain. Once you understand that, if you have a set of customers, ask them the question. If I am going to give you a solution to this, if I am going to provide this to you as a solution to you, would you be interested in using it? If the answer is yes, you have the right kind of avatar that you have created, the right kind of set of people you have created as your future customers are right. If it is no, you need to rework on your avatar, rework on the type of people whom you are going to attract or talk to them the next time, the type of people actually who would be your customers the first time. Rework on that. Once you get a feedback from them, you know that there is a market segment for that. There are a set of people of this profile, of this age profile, this geographical profile, this economic profile, this emotional profile, this social profile are the people who are going to be helped by what you're doing. It can be a charity product, it can be a non-governmental product, NGO model, it can be a business viable product, it can be a sellable product, whatever it is. You know the kind of people who are going to use your product, and you know if you have a set prototype done on the basis of what you have thought as a concept, these are the set of people who are ready to test your product and use your product. Done with it, work out on the prototype. See how much of inputs with your technical knowledge, with your financial knowledge, with your emotional effort you can put into that product. Break it down into pieces, break it down to smaller concepts. Now the question comes, can we develop a working model of the product? It's not a big question, not a small one. You need the money for that. You need the professional expertise for that. You need a place that can be done. You need someone to go through it and see whether this design that has been made will really work. you need expertise and support for this. That is where you go to the professionals. Try to get the expertise from them. Try to get support from them. Try to get information from them. That part is done. You come to a stage when you have a concept ready, when you have a prototype model ready, when you have the prototype design ready with you. This is the stage, the next place when you start thinking of how I'm going to get this manufactured. Maybe it's from the software end, maybe it's from the hardware end, maybe a combination of electronics and mechanical, maybe a combination of physics with electronics, anything. Now, once you have a design ready from the kind of professionals, now is the time when either you need to get funds for getting a prototype of the same, the working model, a prototype, a minimum viable product of the same developed, created, manufactured. Either you have some funds with you, get a prototype working, or you go for some funding. Best ways, F&F that we call in the business industry. Go to your family and friends. They are the first people who are going to trust you as an individual and trust your concept because they have more trust on your capability, they have more trust on your emotions, on your thought process than on the business model. They are going to the first ones who are going to help you. They are going to the first ones who are going to support you. Get on to them, talk to them, have long discussions, share your concept. Don't share with people outside your family because you don't know when somebody is going to pick up your idea and create that into a product and you stand nowhere. Let's meet up the next day, the next part, and discuss and see how we are going to get the prototype manufactured, a working model manufactured. In case we are going for funding, how we are going to get some funding. Any questions? Put in the comments box. We'll be happy to connect directly and talk to you. Have a nice day.